So today I'm gonna be going back over 12 characters I made using just one hue for each of them. And you'll be seeing me recoloring, with access to all hues, the drawings I drew, while I talk about my feelings on this challenge as a whole. So this is what I'm gonna be talking about in this order. The challenges of doing this challenge, about the recoloring process, and recommendations. The challenges of doing this challenge. So the whole base of this series was trying to draw characters using only one hue for the drawings, and letting the hue inspire the character and the piece as a whole. So say the yellow character is a bee fairy type creature, because yellow reminds me of bees. I really tried to integrate things the color reminded me of as much as possible, while making a character an overall piece that made sense, at least to me. I'll say that with the first character, I wasn't really sure how I wanted to do this challenge, making it a bit different from the others. Also, the characters, at least in my opinion, became better drawn as the challenge went on, since I at most drew one of these characters a month. So I would improve my style and techniques in between working on these. However, this series also impacted my style, most notably purple is the reason I've been drawing pupils the way I do now, with this gradient type feel that I really enjoy. Although I haven't drawn landscapes much outside of this challenge, there's no doubt in my mind that the practice I've gotten in this series has had a broader impact on how I do backgrounds in general. I learned a lot and really got to explore my art in a way that I wouldn't have if I had never set out to do this challenge. I will say that maybe dividing the color wheel into 12 might have been a bit much. However, when I made that decision, I looked at what colors I would have gotten with less, and felt like I'd be missing out on colors if I had chosen to do less. Overall, I don't regret doing 12 colors, but I wish I'd been better prepared for it. About the recoloring process. I had so much fun doing the recolors. Sometimes it was hard to figure out what color something would be, and finding just the right shade for everything. The most challenging to recolor for me was green, due to the background having a lot of small things that all needed to be recolored. Other than that, violet also took a long time due to there being a lot to that background. But I think it was a good idea and a fun thing to have for the background of this video. I also learned a lot about coloring backgrounds. I look forward to working more with doing full backgrounds. However, I don't think I'll change my usual style to it, but it will definitely be a fun thing to do sometimes. Recommendations. If you want to take up this challenge or something similar, I'd recommend really considering the amount of characters you want to do. Again, I don't regret doing 12, however, I should have really prepared myself for how big of a project it'd be. Don't get me wrong, it was a lot of fun most of the time, and I personally really enjoy a bit of challenge. I just wish I had thought of it as a bit more of a big challenge instead of thinking it'd be a small, easy thing to do. I would say I recommend doing this challenge. Probably not for just anyone, but for someone looking for an art challenge. For sure. And if you're into a lighter challenge, you can always modify it. I mean, you can modify any challenge. This was basically a modified one color challenge. Modifying any challenge to your liking is always okay, and can help you have more fun, since you can scrap whatever you don't like. Anyway, that's all I had to say. Bye!